Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for April 15th through the 21st. We've got Holy Week this week. We've got Easter coming up for those of you who observe those holidays. In honor of that, I've got my main man here, the love of my life, making a special guest appearance on this video. Kind of like him there. He may become a permanent fixture here on my table, but we're going to connect here and see what is coming up in the week ahead for my Gemini friends. Let's get your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is a deck I have not really used on this channel, but I'm using it this week because it has a really cool, like, churchy art kind of feel to it. Six of Staffs is your Monday, Tuesday card, Gemini. Six of Staffs is really positive energy. You're starting off this week with some positive energy. Okay, this is like an energy of victory. This is an energy of success. This is an energy of overcoming some kind of obstacle. It could also sometimes be like beating out the competition. So maybe you've been going for something, or you've been trying to promote something, or you've been trying to like catch attention for something, and Monday, Tuesday it's happening. Okay, I'm getting this strong feeling of like trying to get up a hill, like just like really struggling, like just really struggling, and maybe coming into the last few things where you're just, your energy is like in this way where you're like, if I stop to take a break, I'm not going to be able to continue. So you're like powering through it, just, oh, just let me make it to that final stretch, let me make it to the final stretch. And you're making it, you're getting to the top of that hill, right? You're making it, and you're just catching a great big breath. Some of you are so relieved you could just cry. Like, I feel that. And you're kind of even laughing at yourself about it. Like, oh my God, I'm so happy I could cry. But like it's for real. It's like for real legit. And you're kind of laughing about it. But you're coming into this energy of being able to clear out some obstacle that's been in your way for a long time. I also feel some of you are having some news that you're wanting to share with others. Like, again, the whole thing with the hill or the mountain, like you want to shout something from the rooftops. So something is coming in, some personal victory. And I do feel for a lot of you, it's a personal victory. I feel some of you have felt for a long time that you were in a situation where like a person or situation had you under their thumb, and you're finally out from under it. I also feel like there's something about this situation where you're turning over to somebody and you're saying, next time, are you going to listen to me? Like that was a close one. That was a close one. So maybe it could be that you lost out on something, or like there was somebody involved in a decision, and so maybe like you lost, in during the negotiation or whatever, and you did what somebody else wanted you to do, and maybe it was a close one, or it wasn't really going well, but now things are balancing out, now things are okay. And so maybe you're like just turning over to somebody and not saying I told you so, but more like, next time listen to me, or like next time, like remember this moment, I'm not always wrong, I'm not always wrong. So definitely, absolutely energy here. And I don't know, I just get like a sense or a feeling of confidence returning for some of you Geminis. You're getting some kind of confidence, or you're getting some kind of victory. You're receiving some kind of recognition, validation. Very similar energy as to what came up in the Taurus reading. So it would be very interesting to me if some of you do have Taurus moon or rising, but not necessarily. But I'm just saying that this feels very similar to something that came up in the Taurus reading. Maybe some of you are dealing with the Taurus. Maybe that's why the energies are familiar for some of you. But definitely something is happening in the beginning of the week where you're just like, yes, success. Like it's just, you're so like relieved to be, receiving some good news, or receiving some kind of recognition, or getting out from a difficult type of situation. It feels like, you're just having this own little personal miracle, or something is finally, working out the way that you've been wanting it to work out. Your Wednesday, Thursday, Gemini, is Eight of Swords. So this is really interesting. This happens. This happens a lot when we're dealing with situations and coming out of blocks. We go really, really high, and then we hit like a low point because the negative ego starts coming in and convincing you that you're not that lucky and that it's not going to work out. So you're really excited, and then by midweek, you're like, oh, but here's the obstacles. Oh, but here are the things that I have to do now. And you start getting a little freaked out, or you start getting a little bit discouraged, and you start thinking that you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You're not stuck at all. That's the whole message with Eight of Swords. With Eight of Swords is, we don't realize that there's help coming in. Now, there's something very specific I am feeling about this card that I don't typically get, and it's very, very interesting, because usually when I get the Eight of Swords card, the message and the feeling that I get is that you need to take some kind of action, and that maybe you're seeing yourself as stuck, but you're really not. But in this instance, for whatever reason, intuitively, Gemini, I feel that this card is showing up that, maybe you are taking action. Maybe there are things that you've been doing to try to get out of the situation, but there's also going to be some kind of support that's coming in. And for a lot of you, I just heard from where you least expected. From where you least expected. Somebody's maybe coming in and lending a hand and getting you through like the next block or the next obstacle as you're moving forward. So something is happening where maybe you're encountering a little bit of a hiccup, right? But the universe is coming in. The universe is showing you that the universe has your back, that it's helping you, that the proper help is coming in at the proper time. There's some kind of assistance that's going to make its way over to you to get you over whatever that little hurdle or that little bump is. For many, 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 many of you, this has to do with stability in the home. Okay, stability in the home. So it could be overcoming disagreements. Maybe there hasn't been a lot of peace in your home life lately. And when I say home life, for some of you, maybe it's even like family. Maybe there just hasn't been peace in your family life. Maybe you've already moved out. Maybe you're not living with family, but maybe family's been robbing you of your peace. Or maybe there's just been a situation where in your current living arrangement it hasn't felt stable or it hasn't felt safe for some reason. And I feel for many of you Gemini, something is happening where I almost feel like I'm being picked up like a mother cat will pick up her little kittens by like the neck, but obviously gently, and like lift them over and move them. Like I feel like the universe is just moving you to the next thing, like helping you, guiding you, directing you in a gentle way, right? So there's some kind of assistance that you're receiving in disconnecting or moving away from some kind of chaotic energy, or just some kind of maybe, in some cases, maybe even toxic energy, right? But there's some kind of like an assistance that's coming in midweek where a door is opening for you, or like it almost feels like there's this like this little magical magical outcome for some of you midweek. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the Magician. See, I told you. Anytime we're in these moments of removing blocks, it's very up and down. We get very excited, then the negative ego comes in and says it's never going to work out. Then we're able to overcome that, and we come into the Magician energy now for the end of the week for you Geminis. Magician is a very powerful card, okay? It has to do with very powerful energy. You're basically manifesting, and you're manifesting at an insanely quick speed. It's almost like you're thinking about something, and before you know it, boom, it's there. I do feel some of you are seeing like repeating numbers a lot, and I don't know if this came up for you last week, but there was a few signs that it came up for, and so if it didn't come up for you last week, it seems it's your turn now. But I see some of you are seeing 444 or 222, or just repeating numbers, 555 for some of you, or 777. You're seeing these repeating angel numbers, or 1111, right, or 111. So when these numbers come up, it's basically the universe is letting you know that you're in a very fast track of manifesting, and you're actually manifesting in that second. Something's about to happen. So it's the universe saying, hey, pay attention to your thoughts, like think quick, look alive. you know, we're about to serve it up to you. Make sure that you're thinking about what you want. So it's just kind of like a friendly reminder from the universe that things are changing and shifting for you, that your angels and guides are coming up around you, and they're just reminding to keep your energy focused on what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. Another very strong feeling that I'm getting here with the Magician card for many of you Geminis in the week ahead is that there's a lot of changes that are coming in. You are making a shift on your life path, okay? You're coming into a more powerful energy, and you're coming into this energy of creation, okay? You're coming out of an energy of fear, and you're coming into an energy of creation. These are moments of serendipity. These are moments where all of a sudden you find that the things that you felt were mistakes, or the things that you felt were setbacks, were really preparing you for something greater and something good. And so a lot of you are coming into that powerful energy and beginning to move forward. And you know, to me, a lot of the times too, with this card, it gives me a sense or a feeling that you're restructuring how you view your future or how you see yourself. You know, there's a healthy confidence that comes in with the Magician card a lot of the times I see in my readings. As far as this repeating number thing that came up, I'm going to tell you why you guys are very lucky, why you're having it happen right now. Um, I'm not an astrology expert by any means, right? I know there's planets in retrograde, and there's going to be some different energies that are coming in because of that. And I'm not an expert on that, and I won't comment on the retrograde stuff. I'm sure some of you are, and you will comment and you will clarify. And I'm more than happy to have your comments clarify those things, because I am not an astrology expert. My understanding of the full moon situation, though, my understanding is that this is a full moon in Libra, and that it's going to be opposite of the sun, and that for this reason it's going to bring our attention to a lot of the polarities in our life. So that's just a very fancy way of saying the opposite things in our life that are like contradicting or working against each other. So you might start seeing how certain aspects of your life have been negatively influencing other aspects of your life, or kind of like what needs to be tweaked, what needs to be changed, what needs to go, what needs to be worked on and focused on. So the fact that you're in this, you know, reminding that you're manifesting very quickly, you're lucky that it's happening now. You're lucky that you're in this fast, super fast manifestation stage now, because you're also having a lot of epiphanies about the polarities. You're having a lot of epiphanies about what needs to be adjusted and what needs to be changed, right? So you have really powerful energy coming in. Some of you, and this came up a while back, and I'm feeling it again as you're going through the shift. Some of you Geminis may be experiencing headaches. Some of you may just be feeling very drained or very tired in that energy. I'm not sure why. You know, again, I'm not an astrology expert. I don't know if it's because Libra is an air sign and you're an air sign, and maybe you just happen to be a little bit more sensitive to this energy. But whatever the case may be, you're manifesting really great things. You're manifesting really great changes. And so just try to stay focused on what you do want. Try to keep your attention on the direction in which you're wanting to go, or where you're wanting to end up, because you're coming into a time of very quick, very fast changes, which are going to be in your control, in your power. And some of you are like, oh my God, thank God for once, you know, for once in my life, right? But like I said, this is major arcana. This is a shift. So this is a permanent change that you're making in your life. You're operating on a new system. You know, you're operating on new software, or hardware, or whatever it is. I'm not a technical person, but you're coming into an upgrade, right? Like you're coming into that 5.0 or 6.0 or whatever it might be. You're coming into just a new way of operating, and you're consciously creating, consciously manifesting, moving forward. Okay, my darlings, so be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more, but overall sometimes they will bring little extra tidbits of information into your reading depending on your specific planetary makeup. And so that can be very helpful. Love readings, I have a link to the love readings in the description of this video. I know some of you want the love readings, but I do the weeklies and the love readings separately. And then in a few days, I'm going to do a mid-month video. I took a poll. I posted a poll. You all voted, and it was a pretty big vote, pretty big difference or decent difference in the voting, that many of you would prefer that I do a cross-watcher video mid-month instead of the mid-month update. So I'll still do a love reading for each sign for the month, but then mid-month I'm going to do a cross-watcher video, and I will try to incorporate both romantic versus just everyday situations. If some of you are dealing with a certain zodiac sign, maybe for some of you it isn't romantic, but mid-month there will be like a mid-month cross-watcher series, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see if it picks up, if you guys like it, if it's working for you all. You'll have to let me know, but that's gonna start. So if you hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll get a notice when those videos are up. All right, my darlings, other than that, I'll see you on the daily messages, and I'll see you on social media. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Happy full moon, happy Holy Week, happy Easter for those of you who observe. Take care.